your glasses for a toast.
Champagne?
Good move. A quality beer drinker doesn't compromise a Samuel Adams lager. Always a good decision.
Sunday, Sox-Indians coverage at 1:30 on Nesson. Don Orsillo, Nesson Red Sox play-by-play. Jerry Remy, Nesson Red Sox color commentary. New England's Red Sox broadcast team on Nesson. We've got your Sox covered.
Seventh inning stretch at Fenway. The Yankees have the 3-2 lead. Well, now it's time for the Sam Adams good decision of the game, and it was a marriage proposal earlier in the romantic spot of Canvas Alley, and she did say yes. Yep, see, she said yes. The report is brought to you by Sam Adams. Always a good decision.
3-2 now. The Yankees lead in the ball game, and Roger Clemens is out of the game after 6 innings, 9 hits, 2 runs. He walked 1, struck out 7, and here's Chris Hammond.
Hammond coming this year to the Yankees from the Atlanta Braves, where he had an outstanding season a year ago, making his 19th appearance and his 2nd of this series against the Red Sox. Faced 3 batters in game 1 of this series.
Well, Roger battled his way through tonight. I mentioned in 7 strikeouts. The last one was of Doug Marabelli with runners at the corners and 2 down after he had been hit in the wrist. And does not come back out for the bottom of the 7th inning. Has a chance for $2.99 if the bullpen helps him out. The Red Sox certainly have other ideas. As the top of their order to lead it off now, trailing by a run, Johnny Damon, who is 0 for 3 in the contest tonight. Grabs the attention of Robin Ventura at third base. Damon ahead 2-0. Chris Hammond, 37 years of age. Behind 3-0. First year in the big leagues for him, 1990 with the Cincinnati Reds. Marlins. Here with the Red Sox in 97 was 3-4 and 29 appearances with Boston. Strike to Damon. Then went back to Florida, and then last season a very successful campaign, 7-2 in Atlanta, with a nifty 0.95 earned run average and 63 appearances out of the Braves bullpen. Quickly a full count now.
Hammond certainly not a power pitch. A lot of off-speed pitches, a lot of change-ups.
Damon chops it down the first base line, foul. Roger Clemens incidentally did not reach the 100 pitch mark tonight. His last pitch was his 99th. With 99 pitches tonight, 67 for strikes. Chopped to first and handled by Giambi. Nice play, and he runs to beat Damon to the bag.
That ball had an awful lot of topspin on it going to Giambi and almost ate him up down there at first base. He makes a pretty nice play out of it. Then it becomes a foot race between he and Johnny Damon for that first base bag. Plus, these guys teammates a couple of years ago out with the Oakland Athletics.
One down, and it brings up Todd Walker, who's had a very good night. 3 for 3. All singles to center for Walker. He had a good night against Roger Clemens. 3 of the 9 hits that Roger gave up tonight. And now the left-hander on the 0-1. For a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 to Walker. Further action in the Yankees bullpen. Antonio Osuna up in the bullpen. Still 0-2 to Walker. Nomar Garciaparra waits on deck. Nomar responsible for the Boston runs tonight. A 2-run home run back in the first inning off Clemens. And from an offensive standpoint, that has been it in terms of run production. To Short and Jeter. A lot of spin on it. Jeter with a throw to the home plate side, but Giambi makes the adjustment and retires Walker. 2 down.
Now Joe Torre out of the dugout. Looks like just 2 left-handers for Chris Hammond, and now he's going to go for the right-hander. Osuna to pitch to Garciaparra.
So Hammond comes on and gets the job done in that regard, getting the 2 left-handers, and Osuna coming from the pen. It's 3-2 New York in the midst here at the bottom of the 7th inning.
3-2 Yankees in the lead. Time for our Citizens Bank Not Your Typical Fans. We are here with Ray Wheeler from Taunton. Ray, you have 4 generations of Red Sox fans here, right?
That's correct. Yeah, myself, my mother next to me, Ann Wheeler, my grandson Jarrett Leonard, age 7, and my daughter. She won't let me tell you the age, but she's my daughter.
Hey, Mom's 85 years old. Your grandson is 7 years old.
Right.
It's a pretty good range of Red Sox
Mother
fans.
and I are in between, but
And you're all Red Sox fans. Your mom brought you up Red Sox.
been coming here, season ticket holders for 30-something years now.
And you're keeping her here to the end of the game tonight, right?
Absolutely. We never leave before the end.
There you go. Not Your Typical Fans. Guys, back to you.
All right, Tom, thanks very much. Antonio Osuna in, and Nomar in the batter's box taking ball 1.
14th appearance for Osuna. His second of this series came over from the Chicago White Sox in a trade back in January. And 11 saves last year for Chicago.
Popped up down the first base line. Giambi moving over in front of the Boston dugout. And he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. We're done with 7 from Fenway. 3-2 Yankees.
Syracuse fans, the orange is #1. Now, Sports Illustrated honors the national champion Syracuse Orangemen with a fantastic national championship package free with your paid subscription. Start out with a special Sports Illustrated National Championship hardbound collector's issue, celebrating the Orange's run to #1. It's gold-lettered and individually numbered, a cherished keepsake you'll treasure forever. Call now and you'll also get this collectible mini basketball designed exclusively for Sports Illustrated in celebration of Syracuse's first national championship. Both are free when you order 56 issues of Sports Illustrated for only $1.59 an issue. Save more than 50% off the cover price. When you use your credit card, you'll get another great gift available only from Sports Illustrated. This Syracuse National Championship hat free. Celebrate the #1 team in the nation with 3 great gifts from the nation's #1 sports magazine, Sports Illustrated. Call now.
If you don't move it, you're gonna lose it. The best values in America from Dodge. It's your big chance to get great savings on Dodge Caravan, the best-selling minivan ever. From now until June 2nd, you can grab cash allowances of up to $3,500 or 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, get Dodge's fully transferable 770 powertrain limited warranty. Products, protection, deals. They're the best values in America. So get up and get going. See your Dodge dealer by June 2nd.
It's minor league baseball, major league action, New England style. And this is the real McCoy. NESN is New England's ticket to Red Sox AAA action from Pawtucket. And your chance to scout Fenway stars of tomorrow today. NESN is your home for Red Sox baseball, major and minor. Paw Sox baseball is hot, so if you can't be there, be here. Thursday night at 7, the Paw Sox take on the Clippers on NESN. Read about it after the game in the Globe. Learn about it before the game on the Boston Globe pregame report. It's New England's Red Sox pregame show and a whole lot more. 1/2 hour before game time on NESN.
Top of the 8th at Fenway. Yankees have the 3-2 lead. Stay tuned after the game for W.B. Mason's Extra Innings, New England's Red Sox postgame show with extra highlights, extra interviews, and extra analysis, hosted by Bob Rogers and a new lineup of studio analysts. After the last inning, the action is just beginning.
Tim Wakefield leaves after 7 innings and turns things over to the bullpen and Mike Timlin.
Timlin making his 19th appearance for the Red Sox, his last coming Tuesday against the Yankees. An inning in that game, 1 hit and 1 earned run. And the rest of Timlin's numbers on the season.
Wants to face the top of the New York order, Alfonso Soriano, who singled and drove in a run in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 3 in the game tonight.
Well, tip of the cap to Tim Wakefield. A little bit under the weather. Pitching very, very well in this game against the Yankees tonight.
Seven innings, 4 hits, gave up 3 runs, walked 2, and struck out 6. And Tim on the hook as he departs after 7. Soriano flares one out to right field, and that will fall for a base hit. His 2nd hit, and the Yankees have the lead man on for the 2nd time in the game.
And certainly Soriano, an immediate threat to steal. He has 1 in this game, 11 total on the season. Really got kind of jammed on this, but still able to muscle that ball out into the twilight zone.
Here's Derek Jeter, 0 for 3 tonight, ground out, fly out, strikeout. Keep a close eye on Soriano at first base. 35,003 on hand here tonight for the final game of the 3-game series between the Red Sox and Yankees. Again, Soriano back to the bag safely. Tim Wakefield tonight threw 106 pitches, 66 4 strikes. One foul.
Hard to tell whether that was a sacrifice attempt or maybe bunting for a base hit. Another long look by Jeter down to his 3rd base coach, Willie Randolph.
Jeter has already missed 36 games this season, as he was on the DL after the opening night collision at 3rd base, suffering the dislocated left shoulder in the 3rd inning of that ball game opening night. Five hits in his last 25 at bats since being reinstated by the Yankees. Timlin again stepping off. Mentioned the attendance, 35,003 tonight. The 3-day attendance total, 105,109 fans for the 3 games here at Fenway Park.
And that might be a 3-game series record, would you think? Because there are more seats this year.
Yeah, that's very possible. I don't have the answer right away, but 109 in the 3 games between the 2 clubs. Alfonso Soriano with a flare single to begin things here in the 8th, standing at first base. Has been checked on a bevy of times by Mike Timlin. Now the 1-1. Jeter taking it for ball 2.
Well, now an option for Joe Torre. Do you put hit and run on the 2-1 count? Maybe a straight out steal.
And it's chopped towards the right side. Walker able to make the play. Throw to first. Still running is Soriano. The throw to third is not in time. Some pretty good base running and aggressive at that from Soriano. Gets all the way to third as they retired Jeter at first.
Well, they try the hit and run, and Walker was heading towards second to cover. He rebounds and is able to make the play on the ground ball, but the result's almost the same. Soriano around second base. Once the throw is made, he just continues on to third. The throw's going to be off target by Hillenbrand, and Soriano, what a hustle play that is.
Well, a pretty good play from Bill Miller to save the run, perhaps off to his right.
Keep that ball out of the dugout. Red Sox now pull the infield in.
And Giambi at the plate. He homered in the first, struck out in the third, popped out in the 6th inning. Grounded to first. Hillenbrand will look the runner back and then tag the bag at first alone. Soriano danced a little bit down the line at third, but Hillenbrand looked him back. 2 down. Good work.
No contact being played here. The ball hit hard on one big high hop to Hillenbrand. A huge out for Timlin. Now the infielder can move back with the 2 outs.
And Bernie Williams looking for his first hit of the series. 0 for 12 in the series. .333 hitter with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. With the 2 home runs in that situation. He's got 7 home runs on the year. Timlin working here with 2 outs and action in the Boston bullpen. Sienna is up for the first time in a Red Sox uniform. 1-1. He's going to be joined out there in the pen. As the Red Sox also have Brandon Lyon up. Able to get his 6th save here last night in game 2 of the series. That's a strike to Bernie Williams. 1-2. Timlin trying to preserve the 1-run deficit here in the top half of the 8th with Alfonso Soriano at third and 2 down. The 1-2. Williams sends it foul off the left side. $35,003, most of them standing here with a count of 1-2 to Bernie Williams and 2 outs in the top of the 8th. And again, Williams able to send it foul back to the backstop. And Timlin will get a brand new baseball. Again, the 1-2, and he struck him out. Mike Timlin able to preserve the one-run deficit as he gets Williams, and they leave Soriano at third. On to the bottom of the 8th, 3-2 New York.
He is notorious for gunning down base runners, but his real hobby is shooting the curl, as in surfing.
You know, I had a house that overlooked this surf spot in San Diego, and I would see people every morning. I'd get up and I'd get some breakfast, and these guys would be down there surfing, guys and girls would be down there surfing. And I said, if I'm going to live here, I need to learn.
The Houston Astros catcher Brad Osmus will be my guest on the Tim McCarver Show. This week on NESN.
It's hot. It's cool. Check out what just popped up. Introducing the Grill to Go Fire and Ice by Thermos, the world's first gas grill and cooler combination, with a quick step pedal and wheels to take the party anywhere.
It's a kitchen on wheels, I feel.
It's the best thing to happen to the whole concept of cooking out. From now on, it's the only grill you'll ever need, at home or away. Inside, you'll find 310 inches of grill surface. That's more than many full-size grills.
T-bone steaks, ribeye steaks, pork loin steaks.
And the big insulated cooler holds all the food and drinks you need for a great time. Tough enough to stand up to everyday grilling at home, versatile enough to go with you everywhere you want to grill.
Loved it.
Loved it.
The Grill to Go Fire and Ice by Thermos. It's the only grill you'll ever need. Get yours to go. Call the number on your screen or visit www.grilltogo.com for a store near you.
Nissan came up with some great ways to move you. The Nissan Sentra has a powerful engine, an available 180-watt 7-speaker stereo, and an 8-way adjustable driver's seat. Now get 0.9 financing or $1,500 cash back on all new 2003 Nissan Sentras. Only at your Nissan dealer. It's your move.
Don Orsillo, NESN Red Sox play-by-play. Jerry Remy, NESN Red Sox color commentary. New England's Red Sox broadcast team on NESN. We've got your Sox covered.
Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy back at Fenway, ready to go for the bottom of the 8th. Manny Ramirez in on the right side. Antonio Ansuna back out on the mound for New York. And Manny takes ball 1. Now Mike Timlin able to strike out Bernie Williams to conclude the top half of this, the 8th inning. And the Yankees stranding Alfonso Soriano at third base. The 1-0. Manny will drive it foul to our right. 1-1.
That performance by Timlin got the crowd back fired up. You know, the man on third base, less than 2 outs. Timlin gets the ground out with the infield in, then the big strikeout to Bernie Williams.
He's had a tough series. Still looking for his first hit of the series. Now 0-for-13. The 1-1 in tight to Manny. The Red Sox have not scored since the first inning, and Omar Garcia-Parra hit a 2-run home run off Roger Clemens. And he chops it deep third, backhanded by Ventura. The long throw is going to get there in time. The 6-time Gold Glove Award winner Robin Ventura throwing out Ramirez.
Yeah, and not worrying about getting the ball all the way across the diamond on the air. He just gets rid of it as quick as he possibly can, and he'll take his chance on bouncing the ball to first base. Terrific play there by Ventura. Nice easy bounce too for Giambi to handle. That was way out on the grass.
One down. Here's Kevin Millar, who's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. And the breaking ball missing inside. Clemens struck him out twice tonight. Roger ended up with 7 strikeouts over 6 innings. And Clemens still the pitcher of record for New York in search of win 299. A strike, 1-1.
He's got to be pacing back and forth in that clubhouse, maybe getting some ice on his arm, but hoping that his bullpen can hold it for him.
Hammond came on for 2/3 of an inning, retiring back-to-back hitters, and now Osuna has been on. You might imagine as we draw closer to the end of this game that we might see this gentleman, Mariano Rivera, up in the bullpen.
Clemens not only getting ice on his arm, but also on that hand where he got hit.
The 2-1. Lar sends it foul, and it's 2-2.
A fastball at 95 miles an hour from Osuna.
To third again, Ventura from deep third again. This one will get there in the air, but the same result. Millar is gone, and there's quickly 2 outs in the inning. Let's take a look at tonight's summary. Jason Giambi's solo home run is 9th. Soriano and Mondesi with a couple of RBI singles. Nomar's 2-run home run back in the first, his 9th of the year. Wakefield went 7. He is on the hook right now, giving up 3 runs tonight. And Roger Clemens in search of win 299 went 6 innings, giving up 2 runs and struck out 7. 2 down in the last of the 8th, and here's Trot Nixon, 1 for 3 tonight. Antonio Osuna, 29 years of age, from Mexico. Signed a 2-year deal with the Yankees. Last year doing his work with the Chicago White Sox. Was 8-2 out of the White Sox bullpen in 59 relief appearances with a 3.86 ERA. Prior to that, had been with the LA Dodgers his entire career. 2-1 now to Trot.
And Giambi at first base, very close to that line, trying to prevent the extra base hit.
Three and 1 to Nixon, with Shea Hillenbrand waiting on deck. And 2 down here in the 8th. Ball 4. Nixon's aboard with 2 down. The second walk all night given up by Yankees pitching. Now the pinch runner for Nixon is Damian Jackson will make his way out to first base to run for Nixon. Imagine that Damian will stay in the game also and play defensively in right field.
And that's going to bring Joe Torre out, maybe asking Rivera to get 4 outs in this game.
Mariano has been up since the beginning of the inning and surely ready to go if need be. And apparently Joe is going to make the call out there. So a pitching change from Fenway, as they have asked for Rivera, and he'll take the baseball from Osuna. 2 outs here in the last of the 8th. The Red Sox trail by a run. New York on top 3-2.
25 games of this year on the disabled list with the groin injury. Since returning, he's appeared in 7 games. He has 3 saves. He's only worked 7 innings, allowing 4 hits and 1 earned run, 2 walks and 7 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 167 off Rivera. You might remember a year ago here at Fenway, a big home run by Shea Hillenbrand against Rivera.
The 2-2 to Hillenbrand.
Into the air left, high and deep, way back and gone!
It was April the 13th, and oddly enough, it was in the bottom of the 8th. A 2-run home run, the game winner for the Red Sox. And Shea Hillenbrand with 2 outs here In the bottom of the 8th inning, Damian Jackson at first. Hillenbrand 1 for 3 in the ball game tonight. A single his last time up. The hit off Rivera last year was the first for Hillenbrand off Rivera. Jackson took a move towards second, and they pick him off. He took one step, a jump, and Rivera never throws a pitch to Hillenbrand and picks off Jackson at first to end things in the 8th. Wow, 3-2 New York at the end of 8.
Syracuse fans, the orange is #1. Now, Sports Illustrated honors the national champion Syracuse Orangemen with a fantastic national championship package free with your paid subscription. Start out with a special Sports Illustrated National Championship hardbound collector's issue, celebrating the Orange's run to #1. It's gold-lettered and individually numbered, a cherished keepsake you'll treasure forever. Call now and you'll also get this collectible mini basketball designed exclusively for Sports Illustrated in celebration of Syracuse's first national championship. Both are free when you order 56 issues of Sports Illustrated for only $1.59 an issue. Save more than 50% off the cover price. When you use your credit card, you'll get another great gift available only from Sports Illustrated. This Syracuse National Championship hat free. Celebrate the #1 team in the nation with 3 great gifts from the nation's #1 sports magazine, Sports Illustrated. Call now.
Sunday, Sox Indians coverage at 1:30 on NESN. Stay tuned after every Red Sox game on NESN for extra highlights, extra interviews, and extra analysis on WB Mason's Extra Innings. After the last inning, the action's just beginning.
I'll take the red one.
Good choice.
During Jeep Days, you can get a $2,500 cash allowance or 0% financing on any 2004 Grand Cherokee for 60 months. All with our 770 powertrain limited warranty. But hurry, Jeep Days end June 2nd.
Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. By New England Ford dealers. If you haven't looked at a Ford lately, look again. And by Bernie and Phil's. Let our family make your family comfortable. On to the 9th in a tough way to end the 8th. As Damian Jackson picked off first base, takes over defensively in right field. And Rudy Siena is ready to make his Red Sox debut.
Been with the Indians, the Padres, the Dodgers, the Braves, and the Rangers. Released at Oklahoma City, signed by the Red Sox. Numbers down at AA and AAA. Making his Red Sox debut, and a big blunder here by Damian Jackson. 2 outs. You see him, he's going towards second base, trying to time Rivera. Rivera just holds the ball and then picks him off first base.
Popped up. Mirabelli moving over towards the stands, and he'll make the catch. 1 down in the 9th. They'll get a long way to go to get that one. Well, Matsui is out #1, and we'll bring up Posada. Matsui, a frustrating night, 0 for 4 tonight.
Damian Jackson at first base trying to time Rivera. There's that step towards second base. That's all he needed. It wasn't even a quick pickoff attempt by Rivera. He looks like he just throwing over there. Didn't even know that he'd taken that step towards second.
Cienez worked for the Pawtucket Red Sox, also worked for AAA Oklahoma this season. Enters 2003 with 278 strikeouts. Held opponents to a .233 career average. .275 career games, all in relief. Indians, Padres, Dodgers, Braves, and Rangers. Remember the Padres for the longest, 93 rather, 2001. With the Braves also for a few years. Swing foul back into the seats. And Rudy is 34 years of age, his 17th pro season. Count of 2-1 to Posada. For a ball, 3-1. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th inning, Hillenbrand will lead it off. He was at the plate when Jackson was picked off. Hillenbrand, Bill Miller, and Doug Mirabelli are scheduled to bat in the bottom of the 9th inning. They'll be dealing with at the very least a 1-run deficit. Now Posada with a 1-out walk here in the top of the 9th. Only the 3rd walk all night given up by Red Sox pitching. Ventura, who has been very good defensively tonight, as he always is, does not have a hit in the game. 0 for 2 with a walk. He struck out back in the 2nd inning, one of 6 strikeouts tonight for Tim Wakefield in his 7 innings of work. Wakefield is on the hook, so he left with the score 3-2. The Red Sox trailing. With a short lead at first, the 1-1 in the dirt, and Mirabelli able to gap. Tim Wakefield going 7 tonight, giving up the 3 runs that the Yankees have. Roger Clemens went 6, giving up 9 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 7. Sent in the hand by a line drive by Bill Miller, but continued to pitch. And was able to strike out Mirabelli to end the 6th. It was the top of the 7th when the Yankees took the lead, and we did not see Roger again. He is the pitcher of record right now if the game were to stay the same here in terms of score. The 2-2. Full count to Robin Ventura.
So far it's been fastballs and changeups from Cienez.
Seven relief appearances with the Pawtucket Red Sox and was 1-0 in a short stay with the Paw Sox before being called up yesterday. The payoff pitch, there goes Posada, and it's grounded out of the reach of Bill Miller down the line to left. Posada still running. They're going to wave him around. Ramirez will dig it out. Nomar's throw to the plate is not in time. The run scores. Up to second base goes Ventura. And the Yankees able to obtain some insurance here in the top of the 9th. They add a run to their total. It's now 4-2 New York.
I'll tell you what, I don't know how in the world Ventura got that ball down the third base line. Watch the location of this pitch. It looks like it's down and in, and Ventura just slicing that ball right down the third base line. It gets by the stands and all the way down in the corner. Once it does that, that gives Posada, who was off with the pitch, a chance to score. The relay from Nomar, it looks like it's going to hit Posada coming into home plate.
So Ventura getting his first hit of the night, and it works out to be an RBI's 21st. And now the deficit is 2 for the Red Sox. Mondesi's been on base twice tonight, a walk and a single. And now Mirabelli's going to go out and talk to Sienna. They have not worked together here this season, and the two trying to get on the same page. So Matsui fouled out to begin the inning. Posada walked. And a double for Ventura down the line that scores Posada all the way from first base. And the Yankees on top by 2 now, 4-2. Mondesi with a big cut. The right side, and it's 0-2 to Raul Mondesi.
Mondesi familiar with Rudy Sienez, so plenty of him, I'm sure, in the National League. Back-to-back sliders to start off Mondesi. Actually, not that many at bats, only 1 for 6.
Strikes him out. Out number 2 here in the top of the 9th inning. And Mondesi gone, and there's 2 away.
Looks like the changeup.
Number 27.
A screwball effect on that changeup from Sienez.
Todd Zeal, who has been 0 for 3 tonight, put the ball in the air 3 times, twice to right, once to short. And 0 for 3 from the number 9 spot in the order. His first year here with the Yankees. Last year, member of the Colorado Rockies. Ended up with 18 home runs last year for Colorado in the thin air. Tied with 4 home runs so far this season with New York. Ventura at second with 2 outs. In tight, it's now 3-0. And the top of the order, Alfonso Soriano waits on deck. There's a strike, 3-1. And again, Hillenbrand, Miller, and Mirabelli expected in the bottom of the 9th. Right now, they'll be dealing with a 2-run deficit. And they'll be facing Mariano Rivera, who got the final out of the 8th on a pickoff play at first. 3-2. Sienna is battling his way back. And again, the Fenway faithful coming to their feet. Got him. Went up top to do so. Back-to-back Ks for Sienna as the Yankees get another. It's 4-2 New York.
free to move about the country.
When the liquid fueled rocket was invented, WPI was there.
Breakthroughs by Worcester Polytechnic Institute graduates have made the world better.
When the airbag was developed, WPI was there.
Our unique curriculum engages students in technology and society.
When early antibiotics were created, WPI was there.
They emerge well-rounded, ready to make a difference.
When tomorrow's innovations are made, I'll be there.
Worcester Polytechnic Institute, the University of Science and Technology and Life.
Crown Royal on the rocks, please.
You know, they say when you're blind, all your other senses become heightened.
Wow, Crown Royal. Yes, it's that smooth.
Guys, I think the one on the left likes me.
It's powerful. It's beautiful. I can see that. How did they make it so incredibly smooth? It's technical.
Tonight to try my card.
Again?
Again.
Introducing the entirely new Lexus RX 330. Putting the world on notice. Again. At your Boston area Lexus dealer.
Don Orsillo, Nesson Red Sox play-by-play. Jerry Remy, Nesson Red Sox color commentary. New England's Red Sox broadcast team on Nesson. We've got your Sox covered.
Last of the ninth, Red Sox trail it by 2. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. In addition, the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Boston Red Sox.
Bottom of the ninth inning. Shea Hillenbrand to lead it off. Red Sox now trailing by a deuce 2. With the Yankees on top 4-2, and Hillenbrand takes strike 1. Mariano Rivera on the mound as he was to end last inning. 246 career saves in a Yankee uniform.
He broke the record last year, right? Took over the franchise lead from Dave Righetti.
His 7th appearance since being reinstated from the DL. Friday against Texas. In the air to right center field. Bernie Williams heading back, drifting towards the dirt of the track to make the catch. No, he drops it. He drops it. Hillenbrand still running, and he gets to second base. Williams was back on the dirt of the track. Appeared to have it sized up, but can't shut the glove, and Hillenbrand stands at second base.
Well, he's waving off Mondesi with his glove and never catches the baseball. He's got plenty of room. He's back to the warning track. Now watch him wave off Mondesi right there and never gets 2 hands on the baseball. Tries the one-hand catch and right off the heel of the glove. Bernie Williams picks up his first error of the season.
The first miscue of this game for either side. Bill Miller standing in, 2 hits tonight. And Miller takes ball 1. Sliced foul off the left side. Back up into the luxury boxes. Well, Hillenbrand gave it a ride, but a gift here for the Red Sox, and they hope they can convert on the miscue by Bernie Williams out there in deep right center field in front of the Boston bullpen. Miller goes around, tried to hold up, changed his mind in the middle.
Nothing tricky about Rivera. It's cut fastball after cut fastball.
Hillenbrand with his walking lead off second base. And the 1-2. Miller shoots it. A foul ball. Down the line at third. It twists its way foul.
Yeah, that looked like it was heading in the same direction as the one Ventura hit down that corner. Once again, the cut fastball. This ball, though, will slice in the foul territory.
Rivera gets the sign from Posada. Is 1-2. Miller sends it to the backhand at shortstop. Jeter there, and the throw to first in time. Hillenbrand remains at second now with one down.
Looks like Giambi is going to be called on to pinch hit. There's three lefties on the bench. Giambi 2 for 7 in his career against Rivera. David Ortiz 2 for 4. And Veritek 3 for 9. The choice goes to Giambi.
Hillenbrand at second and Giambi the pinch hitter. Popped up foul, backing out of play. Giambi, as Jerry mentioned, 2 for 7 against Mariano Rivera. Over the last 8 games, Giambi's been hot, hitting at .459 for his last 20, including 3 home runs. To left center field, Bernie Williams coming in, so's Matsui, and he makes the catch. A throw to second, and Hillenbrand is back. Hideki Matsui with a great diving catch in left center field on a ball that was sinking fast for out number 2.
Don, I didn't think there's any chance that Matsui was going to make that play. I was looking only at Bernie Williams, and I'm saying Bernie's not going to catch up to this thing. But Matsui, charging hard, goes into the dive and makes a beautiful play. Wow. So Matsui, who has had a bit of a shaky time in left field, makes a huge play there.
Red Sox down to their last out with 2 down. Johnny Damon is 0 for 4 tonight. And down on the count 0-1. On the ground, softly towards Jeter. The throw to first is in time, and the Yankees have taken 2 out of 3 against the Red Sox, and Roger Clemens does indeed have win number 299. And this one at the hands of the Red Sox with a 4-2 New York victory here tonight. And win number 299 tonight for Roger. 6 innings, 9 hits, 2 runs. He walked 1 and struck out 7. As part of victory 299, he was hit on the hand by Bill Miller. But Roger with the victory here tonight.
Chance play of the game, the base hit by Mondesi. This coming in the 7th inning. This gave the Yankees the lead, and it gave Clemens a chance to pick up 299. That's the Foxwoods chance play of the game.
So the final again, the Yankees with a 4-2 victory. Clemens gets the win 6-2. Wakefield the loss 4-2. And Rivera the save. He is 4th. For Jerry Remy, Don Orsillo saying so long from Fenway. Now it's time for the W.B. Mason's Extra Innings with Bob Rogers, Jim Rice, and Dennis Eckersley.
All right, Donnie, thanks very much. You've got the crew, Bob Rogers, Dennis Eckersley, Jim Rice. We'll break it all down on W.B. Mason's Extra Innings. We'll have post-game reaction, and we're going to bring you to the Boston Globe Sports Plus live at the place across town. So big night coming up here on NESN. Don't leave us. 4-2 is your final.
What is it that you're looking at? What's out there on the horizon that intrigues you so?
others can't. Business has always been about looking forward. That's why people with vision succeed. At Fleet, we see the potential you see. And we understand that it often takes more than just funding to realize that potential. So we take a different approach. One that's built on experienced people who understand your business. One that's committed to providing new ideas and innovative solutions. Use that vision of yours to take a good look at Fleet. You'll see more than a lender. You'll see an ally.
It's minor league baseball, major league action, New England style. And this is the real McCoy. NESN is New England's ticket to Red Sox AAA action from Pawtucket. And your chance to scout Fenway stars of tomorrow today. NESN is your home for Red Sox baseball, major and minor. Paw Sox baseball is hot, so if you can't be there, be here. Thursday night at 7, the Paw Sox take on the Clippers on NESN. Sunday, Sox Indians coverage at 1:30 on NESN.
NewEnglandPGA.com returns on NESN for our 4th season. Before you hit the links this year, tune in to NESN on Sundays at 7:30 p.m. and Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m. As host John Dennis visits some of New England's best golf courses. Join us as we visit The Ranch, Riverbend, Quechee, Woodstock, Bethel Inn, and more. More tips, more info, more places to play. It's NewEnglandPGA.com, and it's here on NESN, Sundays at 7:30 p.m. and Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m.
Closed captioning for W.B. Mason's Extra Innings is brought to you by Aflac, Dunkin' Donuts, Verizon, W.B. Mason, and the Yawkey Foundations.
From our Fenway Park studios, W.B. Mason's Extra Innings.
Well, it turns out to be a disappointing night for the Red Sox as the Yankees complete their task at Fenway by taking 2 out of 3 against the Red Sox. They leave Boston 1 game ahead of the Red Sox. Bob Rogers alongside Dennis Eckersley and Jim Rice. And guys, you know, before the ball game, we spent almost the entire show on the Boston Globe pregame report talking about Roger Clemens. And basically, Clemens did what he had to do tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was really Roger Clemens, like, you know, rare form. I mean, if you give up 9 hits in 6 innings, usually you'd think a guy's pretty lucky, but he only walked 1 guy, punched out 7. Nomar finally got him. He was like 5 for 35 off him, and he finally hit a 2-run bomb off him. But that was it. That was Nomar's first hit and only hit of the game. Got it in the first inning, a 2-run home run, give the Red Sox a 2-1 lead. But impressive, Jim, that after that first inning, Clemens went 5 innings, didn't give up another run.
Well, he became more of a control pitcher. He knew who he was pitching against. He knew what he wanted to do and had to do, and he went out and performed that job.
Also, you know, after he got the ball hit off him up the middle, you know, I said to myself, this is the baseball God's way of working. Gets out of the inning, gets the big out. You kind of had the feeling he was done, obviously, and then you knew the Yankees somehow would scratch out a run.
Well, you know, he had the right guy up there after he got hit in the hand. Who hit him in the hand? Trot?
Yeah, Doug Mirabelli was the one he struck out. And,
and Mirabelli had already gotten a hit, so he had the right guy up there, I thought, you know, to punch out.
Yeah, Bill Miller hit him off the hand.
And he punched him out, I think, with a forkball, and he made like a gesture like, yes! Like, in other words, he knew he was done right there, and it's like, it was almost meant to be that they were going to come back and score a run, and he's going to get a W.
All right, unfortunately, our star of the game, brought to you by Subaru of New England, is a Yankee. And we're going to give it to Raul Mondesi, although close balloting here. We thought perhaps Roger Clemens should get it for getting win number 299. But Mondesi's hit put the Yankees ahead to stay as the Yankees come up with some 2-out magic there in the 7th inning. That is your Subaru star of the game, brought to you by Subaru of New England, driven by what's inside. And that inning for the Yankees, when you consider it, they go to the 7th inning. Tim Wakefield retires the first 2 batters, and then they come up with a rally.
Well, the rally came in when Posado hit a line drive almost up the middle to Nomar's left, which he couldn't get. And then all of a sudden, Mondesi come up and get a little, what we consider a little duck fart. I mean, it wasn't something that it was a line drive. It was just a humpback liner, and that's what happened.
So that gave the Yankees a lead, and they would add one more, which, you know, proved to be pretty big because you don't know how the ninth inning would play out if you're only down by 1 run. That's just the way baseball works.
But I think, you know, looking back, Wakefield pitched a great game. I think Wakefield pitched better than Roger, to be honest with you.
He certainly did.
He lost the game.
Tim Wakefield went 7 innings, 3 runs on 4 hits. Really an outstanding effort for Tim Wakefield, but unfortunately, the Red Sox cannot get enough offense against the Rocket and the Yankees, and they lose the ball game. 4-2 is your final. We'll take a quick break on W.B. Mason's extra innings. We'll come back. We'll have post-game reaction. Hopefully, we will hear from Roger Clemens. And remember, the Boston Globe Sports Plus program with Bob Lobel is coming up live from the place here on NESN in just a little bit. 4-2 is your final.
Fill your glasses for a toast.
Champagne?
Good move. A quality beer drinker doesn't compromise a Samuel Adams lager. Always a good decision. Red Sox fans have always been loyal, diehard, intense. Now it's time to get them licensed. Show your support for New England's 2 favorite teams, the Red Sox and the Jimmy Fund of the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, with your own official Red Sox Jimmy Fund license plate. The plate shows off your commitment as a fan, and the proceeds benefit the Jimmy Fund. To get your license plate, visit your nearest Registry of Motor Vehicles office or log on to jimmyfund.org.
From power to refinement, it's the best Accord yet. Auto Week magazine.
It just doesn't get any better than this. Car and Driver.
Inside this handsome new structure is a cabin that caters to the driver, Motor Trend.
We've always received our fair share of accolades. The key is never being satisfied with them.
Now you can lease a 2003 Accord LX sedan for $239 a month for 36 months.
Struck him out. Very good. Oh, boy, big hit by Murray. He'll dive and make the catch. Right, Bruin score! Bruin score! The Red Sox win. Unbelievable. They struck him out. Get out of here. The Red Sox have done it again tonight.
Tonight's show is brought to you by W.B. Mason, the official office product supplier of the Boston Red Sox.
Welcome back to our Fenway Park studios. A disappointing night for the Red Sox as the Yankees make it 2 out of 3. But a big night here on NESN. The Boston Globe Sports Plus program is live at the place. That's where Pablo Bell is standing by. And, Bobby, I'm sure it's quite a scene over there.
That's always the case, Bob. Thank you very much. I just want to introduce the people that are on our show tonight. John Valentin, former Red Sox shortstop and third baseman. Nick Cafardo of the Boston Globe. Ron Borges of the Boston Globe. But I will tell you this. The vote on Raul Mondesi for player of the game, 0 for 4 here. We're 4-0 for Roger Clemens, so we're going to give you a mulligan on that one.
I'm going to take. I'm going to take the mulligan though.
I want you to take the mulligan. We're going to talk to Clemens one-on-one, and if you want Raul Mondesi as player of the game, you can have him. But when Clemens wins his 299th, I'm sorry, we got 4 guys here that say it's 4-0 in favor of Clemens.
Hey, Bob, unlike another Bob, I'll take the mulligan, though. All right?
That's a smart move.
I'll take it. All right, Bob. Thanks very much.
We'll be back.
Yeah, I agree with Bob Lobel about that. I said that coming in, and I thought perhaps it should be Roger Clemens.
We all
agree, right?
We agree.
All right, so we're going to throw that player of the game business out, not Mondesi. He had 1 hit. We're going to go with Roger Clemens with his 299th career win. Let's give you the highlights from tonight's ball game as the Yankees get it done at the ballpark. And, of course, before the game, all of the talk about Roger Clemens as the Rocket was the story tonight. Win or lose, everybody would be talking about Roger Clemens. And it would be the Yankees finding the scoreboard first as Jason Giambi waits on the knuckleball and lifts it high and deep, his 9th of the year. The Yankees had the 1-0 lead. But in the bottom of the inning, Clemens gets into trouble against Nomar Garciaparra. Jim, he turns on this one.
5 for 33, and Nomar had the decision to make that he had to slow the body down and use his hands, and that's what we were talking about earlier. Slow body, quick hands, and he stopped trying to pull everything, hit the ball where it's pitched.
22-game hitting streak for Nomar, and then Clemens settles down nicely, Eck.
And every time he gets punch-outs nowadays, it's really not that high gas. It's that fork ball. That's what extended his career the last 5 or 6 years.
So it was 2-1 until Alfonso Soriano ties the game up with this base hit into center field. Raul Mondesi scores. He's not the player of the game. 2-2 is the final. Tim Wakefield, though, you mentioned it, Dennis. You thought perhaps he outpitched Roger Clemens tonight. He really did a fine job.
I mean, he goes 7 innings, give up 4 hits, one of them being a bomb. You think he's going to cruise the whole game. He only gives up a couple of hits, one being really, Mondesi got the big hit off him. Not that he's a player of the game, but that was a big hit.
Bill Miller sends this pitch back up the middle. It goes off of Clemens. You thought perhaps that the Rocket would come out there, but he wanted to stay in, Jim.
He wanted to stay in, but Miller's been hitting the ball very well. He hit the ball up the middle, and it's sort of like hit the ball where it's pitched at. The ball was out over the plate and hit the ball back to the middle.
And Clemens responds. Big strikeout to get Mirabelli. Then the big hit, Raul Mondesi up the middle to score the go-ahead run. It's 3-2 Yankees, and in the 9th inning, the Bombers would get one more for insurance against Rudy Cianez. Cianez actually pitched very well. Robin Ventura somehow gets this ball to go down the line. I don't know how he does it.
I'll tell you what, beyond that, that's a hell of a, job hitting, but I thought that Cianez came out throwing gas. Well, we heard he still has, and he's got this forkball, so I like the way he threw.
That made it 4-2. A Bernie Williams error put Shea Hillenbrand on second to start the inning, but then Mariano Rivera bears down, gets the final 3 outs, and Shea is stranded at second base. Not that that run meant a whole lot because it was 4-2 at the time. Here's your box score at the top of the order. Johnny Damon goes 0 for 5. Todd Walker, 3 singles tonight. That's impressive. Nomar continues to get that hitting streak, Jim.
Yes, and I think he can continue doing it. I think he's seeing the ball a little bit better, and we're trying to eliminate that quick body and slow hands.
22 straight now for Nomar. Bill Miller, again, just comes up 2 more hits. Got that average over 380 now. So this guy's been incredible. Pitching for the Red Sox tonight, Tim Wakefield does the job. Unfortunately, it's not good enough.
Yeah, I think looking back before this, we got to get Manny hitting the ball. Manny, out of the last 5 or 6 games, hasn't hit the ball. When he comes around, things are going to happen even much more for the offense. You're
absolutely right. Let's get Grady Little's post-game reaction. Let's go down to the Red Sox clubhouse.
That was a key play. We got a chance. We're 1 run down at the time. Damon's been he's created a lot of action for us this year, and he's getting ready to create some more there, and he did, but it's just coming in the wrong direction. He jumped at the same time that Mariano turned to throw to first base, and it was bad timing, but he was picked off. But that happens. When you're aggressive like that, things like that happen every once in a while, and you just keep going. He's going to remain aggressive.
You got 9 hits off of Clemens, not invincible. What would you do to get you guys out?
You talk about Clemens.
He was making some pitches when he had to. We got some runners out there against him, just as we did against Wells the other night. But when these guys, when pitchers like that get into jams a little bit, get a few runners out there, they're able to make some pitches to get themselves right out of that jam just as quickly, and that's what he did again tonight. This guy won 299 games for a reason.
And he'll be going for 300 against the Red Sox here on Nesson on Monday. 4-2 your final. We're back with more after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize again for the delay, but our gate is still not available. However, should we experience any excessive boredom here on the tarmac, disco balls will drop, and the sounds of Le Freak, C'est Chic will fill the cabin. Always be sure to get your groove thing on first before assisting others. Thank you for your patience.
Discover your inner spin-off responsibly.
Well, that about wraps it up. Any questions? You've been awfully quiet, Bob. Bob?
Thirsty for a cold drink? Try a refreshing iced coffee from the coffee experts at Dunkin' Donuts.
Bob?
The secret's out. Stop by today and get our 64-ounce summer sipper filled with any variety iced coffee for just $6.99. Just the thing to keep you cool this summer.
Live, local, late breaking. If this isn't reality TV,
yes, it is.
It's news to us.
Sox win at 6-5.
Red Sox baseball on Nesson. Get real. Go Sox. Reality TV at its most competitive. Two teams compete. Strategy helps, but only one survives. Red Sox baseball on Nesson. Get real. Go Sox.
Line caught at first by Hillenbrand. This could be trouble. It is gone. This is hit a ton to left field. That is gone. Solo home run for Shea Hillenbrand. Stays fair. It's gone. It is fair, and it is gone. Pitch hit. Grand slam. Shea Hillenbrand.
Hits one high and deep to left. Way back at the wall and gone. Bounced up the middle, base hit, and the Red Sox win.
Good seats are still available by calling 877-RED SOX 9.
Some guests on W.B. Mason's Extra Innings receive a gift from Yema Watches, available at these fine jewelers. Yema Watches, great style at an affordable price. Or a gift certificate to Jillian's. Located behind historic Fenway Park, it's the perfect pregame or postgame stop. Visit Jillian's, and you'll quickly learn why it was voted Boston's #1 entertainment destination.
Roger Clemens threw 99 pitches, went 6 innings, gets the win tonight, and that is win number 299. Of course, before the game, I kept on asking you guys what kind of reaction would he get at Fenway Park tonight. And I watched as he was introduced and as he walked out to the mound, and really it wasn't, overly a lot of boos and a lot of cheers either. It was kind of subdued, actually.
I think the whole game was subdued. It just didn't seem like everybody was geared up for this game. I didn't feel it out there. And I expected some type of ovation. You got nothing.
Yeah, it was kind of quiet. I mean, he got heckled, obviously, as the game went along, but it wasn't this whole chorus of cheers or chorus of boos either.
Well, this is the first match here that we have against the Yankees and Red Sox. It'll be a little different when they go to New York, and then New York come back here. You will probably see a different crowd.
Yeah, I thought the buzz was louder the last 2 nights. Even without Roger pitching, I thought there was more excitement. Maybe the weather.
It's all about the weather.
Now, Roger Clemens gave Red Sox fans lots of great moments wearing the Red Sox uniform. Of course, he really became the Rocket Roger Clemens back in '86. That cold April night, striking out 20, and only 13,000 plus in attendance that night, Jimmy. You were there.
Were you there? I was there, but the thing about it was that I think someone said that there was a Celtics game going on that night, and so maybe everyone was watching the Celtics play instead of the Red Sox, but they had known that if Roger was going to have the night that he had, they would have been at Fenway Park.
April 29th, 1986, he strikes out 20 Seattle Mariners. Again, only 13,000 plus in attendance that night, more than 35,000 tonight. And then in his last win with the Red Sox, he strikes out 20 Detroit Tigers on September 18th, 1996.
What's the difference right there? He's got some growth going on all the time. When he's a kid, he never used to have that stuff jumping out of his cheeks here. And he looks tough right there. He looked like a kid, like a little baby. Right there, he looks tough.
Believe it or not, he is tough.
He is tough.
He is tough. You guys certainly have a lot of respect for Roger Clemens. So does Tim Wakefield. Unfortunately, Wakefield suffers the loss, but let's hear what he has to say about the way Roger Clemens pitched.
I got outpitched tonight. It's one of the greatest, and 299 wins isn't something to shake your head at. Win games for a reason, and this is one of those days today.
Grady said that you've been battling a cold. Did that affect you at all?
Grady said you've been battling a cold. That affect you tonight?
I mean, I've been battling it for about a week now, and haven't been feeling very well, but I don't think it affected me tonight.
You get tired at all in the 7th?
Did you get tired all in the 7th?
No. Just got 2 quick outs and threw some pretty good pitches to Posada, I thought. Weren't called, and Mondesi hit one off the end. And nothing you can do about that.
They got 9 hits off Roger. You're talking about a couple of calls that didn't go your way. By how much were you outpitched by him? Seemed like very much.
By how much were you outpitched by him? Doesn't seem like very much.
Not much, but, I mean, he scattered his hits sparingly, and I didn't. It's one of those days, They had timely hitting, and we seemed not to have timely hitting tonight, and that was the difference in the game, I think.
Clemens gave up 2 runs on 9 hits in 6 innings. Wakefield gives up 3 runs on just 4 hits in 7 innings. He wasn't outpitched.
He was being a nice guy. I mean, he likes Roger, too. But the thing about it was that the ball hit to Nomar's left. He couldn't get it. Then Mondesi got one of those humpback liners, and that was the game.
That's the way it works out. Yeah. Time for our W.B. Mason delivery of the game. And Bob O'Bell will be happy because we're going to give this one to Roger Clemens. Yeah. The delivery of the game as Roger Clemens tonight, 7 strikeouts over his 6 innings of work. Really came up with the big strikeouts when he needed it, including his final out of the night, striking out Doug Mirabelli to get out of trouble. That is your W.B. Mason delivery of the game. We'll be back with more. 4-2, your final.
Drinks before lunch?
Water's fine for me. Water for me, too, but with lemon, please.
I'll have a Sam Adams, please.
Make that 2 Sam Adams.
I'll have a Sam also. Me 4.
Nice. Never miss an opportunity to enjoy a tasty Samuel Adams lager, especially when it's on someone else's tab. Samuel Adams, always a good decision.
Behind him is a 400-square-foot deluxe bachelor with a partial view. In front of him is a junior executive semi-private with no view. But right now, life is perfect. On the open road, in complete control of an Acura RSX. One of Car and Driver's 10 best.
Red Sox fans have always been loyal, diehard, intense. Now it's time to get them licensed. Show your support for New England's 2 favorite teams, the Red Sox and the Jimmy Fund of the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, with your own official Red Sox Jimmy Fund license plate. The plate shows off your commitment as a fan, and the proceeds benefit the Jimmy Fund. To get your license plate, visit your nearest Registry of Motor Vehicles office or log on to jimmyfund.org. Sunday, Sox Indians coverage at 1:30 on Nesson.
Fill your glasses for a toast.
Champagne?
Good move. A quality beer drinker doesn't compromise a Samuel Adams lager. Always a good decision. It's minor league baseball, major league action, New England style. And this is the real McCoy. Nesson is New England's ticket to Red Sox AAA action from Pawtucket. And your chance to scout Fenway stars of tomorrow, today. Nesson is your home for Red Sox baseball, major and minor. Paw Sox baseball is hot, so if you can't be there, be here. Thursday night at 7, the Paw Sox take on the Clippers on Nesson.
Think Jeep Liberty and Toyota RAV4 compared to Ford Escape? Look again. Escape comes equipped with a V6 engine, automatic, 6-CD changer, power moonroof, keyless entry, AC, 16-inch aluminum wheels, and more. That's why Escape was named Best Smile SUV. For a limited time, you can get an Escape XLT 4x4 for only $259 a month. That's only $259 a month. Get to your New England Ford dealer now, because once they're gone, they're gone.
If you haven't looked at Ford lately, come on and look again.
Tonight's show is brought to you by W.B. Mason, the official office product supplier of the Boston Red Sox.
Roger Clemens, 1-299. Let's get his reaction.
You know, again, I think it's just meant to be. Whether, you know, I come out of the game and the game is still close, and these guys are great at coming from behind. So, you know, you never know what's going to happen. So I was glad, you know, like I said, you know, I got one of the best closers in the world, if not the best, and I've always said it long before that we wouldn't even be talking right now if I had him. He was great when coming in, and the guys, you know, Chris was great behind me, and Osuna too. So it was great. They were they came in and you know, picked up the pace where I left off. But it's we'll just wait and see. I mean, now we got the wheels will start turning now. I told you all that we'll wait.
and I'll be on the phone quite late tonight, making a lot of phone calls, I think.
How much fun was tonight for you here at Fenway Park, Roger?
It's work. It's not fun. It's work. And now I can enjoy it a little bit, and I'll have to get ready to go against these guys at our place. And that's the approach. I mean, again, Nomar got my attention early. I left the ball in the middle, and he cleaned that out of here. And, you know, I didn't even look. You know, I pitched here long enough to know when somebody gets that good piece of a ball, it's gone. And so now I'll just start the process all over again tomorrow, getting ready for Monday.
You've done a lot of great things here at Fenway Park. Where does it rank?
Well, it ranks up there with the rest of my wins, I guess. I mean, I can't sit here and tell you how great a win is. I think it's a great win for our club, let alone you know, helping me approach a milestone. Again, I think the intensity of the game. I bring intensity to the mound. I think my guys realize that, and I'm just glad that we were able to win this game and get on out of here and get home, and hopefully we can, you know, start playing better.
What were you doing those final 3 innings, Roger, when you went back to the clubhouse and the bullpen came out? You were getting treatment, obviously, but you were pacing around. Were you a little anxious watching?
Not at all. Just getting treatment like I normally do, icing down my body, and you know, picking up the outs, watching on TV, watching the guys get the outs.
Do you think you can make your next start, if it's too early to tell?
I'll make my next start.
How much are you looking forward to that Monday, Roger, your next start? You said you don't want to get the wheels turning, but like you said, now they start a little bit.
Well, I have to. Well, I have to get on the phone tonight, and tomorrow will be a full day, and you know, I'm glad I'm going to have the opportunity to do it in front of the home fans who've cheered me on the last 5 years through all the championships and everything that goes along with it. So, you know, I look forward to that.
Is there any added incentive getting it against your own club?
Well, like I said, I think I talked about this last week, and I might have said something up in the press conference the other day that if it's meant to be, it'll happen. You know, it's never easy. It's a good ball club that I face over here. I don't know many of the guys other than, you know, I know a few of the other guys, but as far as playing with them at Wake and maybe Nomar for a little bit. So there's a few new guys over there that I haven't faced, so it was a good test for me.
Can you believe it's set up?
Only that one line when he says, through all the championships in New York, don't throw the championships in our face. That's my only thing.
Well, if there's more than one, then there's championships.
All right, fine, all right. You can't deny what this guy's done. 299 career wins. You can see he is just one win away from joining Hall of Famers Lefty Grove, an early win in the 300-win club, and he's only 24 strikeouts away from 4,000 to join Nolan Ryan and Steve Carlton. I mean, this guy is just incredible.
How about Dennis Eckersley? I mean, he's not far behind from Dennis Eckersley as far as getting strikeouts.
Man,
get out of here.
All right, let's get out of here because Bob Lobel is standing by at the place with the Boston Globe Sports Plus. Thanks for watching, everybody. Once again, your final score from Fenway Park, 4-2. The Yankees win it. Our next ball game here on NESN is Friday night against the Cleveland Indians. The ball game carried in Boston on UPN 38. This has been an exclusive presentation of NESN, your ticket to Boston Red Sox baseball. Good night, everybody, and stay tuned for the Boston Globe Sports Plus.